Girls don't like bad boys just because they've been labeled as bad. The truth is that some girls like the qualities that most bad boys have over the qualities of nicer and more refined guys. Bad boys are usually described as confident, brave, dominant, and assertive. These traits give them a strong persona, which indicates that they won't allow themselves to be pushed over by anyone. They're totally the opposite of what a gentleman would be. Bad boy personality: confident, brave, dominant, and assertive. They are respected and nobody dares to mess up with them. Such macho traits can be attractive for some women due to the following reasons. Women feel more protected. One thing that makes bad boys appealing is their capacity to protect their women. And we all know for a fact that women love the idea of being next to a guy whom they know they can lean upon and depend on in case of trouble. Bad boys do whatever they want. Bad boys are confident and straightforward. They are not self-conscious and are not afraid to flirt or tease a girl. Bad boys tend to be vocal about what they want and wouldn't take no for an answer. One thing that makes the bad boy type appealing is the lack of drama. They would go for what they want without hesitation and wouldn't get upset if they get rejected. They can easily recover from rejections and wouldn't spend their time moping around or feeling sorry for themselves. Bad boys know what they want in a relationship. Bad boys are spontaneous and straightforward. There's very little chance for drama and nonsense. Most of them know what they want in a relationship, such as having someone next to them, having someone to date and go out with, or simply get laid. They don't enter into relationships to show off or to please anyone, but rather to satisfy their own needs. And due to their decisive nature, they're determined about what they want to happen to display no or just a slight bit of hesitation. Bad boys don't try to impress women. Bad boys are certain about themselves, about how they dress up, how they act, and even their manner of speaking. They won't try to impress anyone but would rather show their true colors. Bad boys don't try to impress, they're themselves. There is very little chance of you seeing them in an awkward situation. While they can exert some effort to please their women, they are more likely to do what they are more comfortable with. Less talk and more action. It is very unlikely to find a bad boy type of guy who talks too much. Bad boys rarely talk about their day. They would rather talk about their hobbies, interests, plans for the weekend, and other casual topics. They rarely go into the details. However, a bad boy who's really hooked on a girl can be a very good listener. Furthermore, a bad boy who honestly opens up his heart to someone and talks about his plans and dreams is perhaps one of the sincerest things in this world. And it takes a lot for a bad boy to be able to reveal that much. What makes up the bad boy image? Bad boys are typically different from the gentleman type. They are much less refined and they don't try hard to impress. You may be a bad boy type if nobody dares to mess up with you wherever you go. You don't care much about the latest fashion. You don't worry about getting dirty. You don't mind what others think of you and you don't like talking too much. The usual bad boys include rock star musicians, athletes, and guys with a dark sense of humor.